AWS OpsWorks. So DevOps is like a methodology where it bridges the gap between the development and operations teams. So it combines the both roles. So it will be helpful that you might have seen so many times that when you develop an application as a developer and you go to the production team and say, I want to deploy this application, they say, I don't have infrastructure available. Or you go to the testing team wants some large infrastructure, production team say, no, we don't have infrastructure, you should have inform us before. So there is always a gap between them, and you won't require that there should be a way, better communication or better collaboration between these two roles. And that's why the DevOps is coming in a picture. If you remember on day one when I was talking about the Gartner hype cycle, I talk about the DevOps and I explained that where you should use the DevOps and how it can be helpful to you. So that's why the DevOps is a very nice concept to use and getting more and more popular. Amazon introduced this AWS OpsWorks around 6 to 9 months back, but I believe this is the focus area for them, and going forward they will be focusing more and more DevOps, and they will be started offering more and more service for the DevOps soon. So what is the OpsWorks does? OpsWorks is an integrated application management solution for operation-minded developers and IT admins. So OpsWorks is nothing but a DevOps offering from Amazon. You can model, control, and automate applications of nearly any scale and complexity. So it follows a certain model, and based on that it will be doing over there. It would be reducing your errors with the convention and scripted configuration. So if you have used, do you know, does anyone know about the chef? CHEF, chef, not the chef who cooks for you, but chef as a tool. Have you used the cook? Sorry, not the cook, the tool. Yeah. So this OpsWorks is also based on this chef tool, chef and puppet. Exactly, this is based on chef tool. It works for the recipes. So the scripting language would be based on these recipes over there. Advantage is it allows you to control with the fine-grained permissions. Now, I'll not go so deep down of the OpsWorks, but I'll just try to, because that's a little different topic and I don't want to stuff you with so much concept, but to make you the concepts clear, how it would be. First, if you take the case of the normal application, you would be creating a Linux application, launching an AMI, you will have a JEE stuff over there, you use the application, to, you will have a Start, Cybernet, Apache or the Tomcat, then you deploy your code, you create your AMI and everything you'll be managing here. If you go to the Elastic Beanstalk, everything, this container would be managed by the Amazon, you just need to focus on the code. Everything else would be done by the Amazon over there. So that's the Elastic Beanstalk. When you go to the OpsWorks, OpsWorks would be working as a chef plus the custom AMIs concept. So you would be creating a layers here. So you will be just taking this layer of this your operating system and your Apache over there. Then on top of this you will be deploying, if required, you will be creating another layer which would be deploying an application, Tomcat. On top of that, that would be deploying your code over there. Now you would say that even the CloudFormation did similar to this. Then what is the difference between OpsWorks and the CloudFormation? You will always have a question, then what is the difference between Elastic Beanstalk, OpsWorks and CloudFormation? And frankly, I'll tell you, when I also heard about this OpsWorks, I was also a little confused that what is the real difference between OpsWorks and CloudFormation. So that's why I go to the Amazon website and I prepare this PPT based on this slide, based on this only. So this all the content now what you see is from the Amazon website directly. What Amazon says is OpsWorks and CloudFormation both are for application modeling, deployment, configuration management, and related activities. So you write something scripting language here, you model based on that, and you deploy over there. While comparing that, Elastic Beanstalk is easy to use application management service, but it's mainly for the web apps only and web service, because it would be working this web servers like Java, PHP, Python, Ruby.NET. If you have some other case, the Elastic Beanstalk would not work for you. This is not, it is for the web application. Plus, it will always launch you an application server, an instance for you. When you just need to model certain way, then it's not the Elastic Beanstalk. It's a Elastic Beanstalk is a PaaS offering where it launches instance, manages everything for you. In the case of the OpsWorks or CloudFormation, when you want to do certain kind of a modeling, deployment, you want to follow certain model, it would be there. But compared to CloudFormation, OpsWorks supports a very narrower range of application as of now. Currently it supports EC2, EBS, Elastic IP, CloudWatch, and very recently they started with the RDLs also. So only these services are supported by the OpsWorks, while CloudFormation supports almost each and every application of Amazon, including Elastic Beanstalk, including EBS, including VPC. Each and every service is supported by CloudFormation, while OpsWorks is still in a growing mode, or it's in a niche mode, I would say, or the earlier initial mode, where it's supporting very narrower applications. But the biggest difference between OpsWorks and CloudFormation would be higher level of service. OpsWorks provides you the higher level of services which focus on the DevOps experience. When you want to experience the DevOps model, you need to go for the OpsWorks. Here, it does not follow any model. See, in the DevOps model, you would be creating certain stack, certain layers and certain models you would be following. While when you go for the CloudFormation, it does not follow anything. It would be directly you just create a template and start executing this template. It would be just executing the template. So when you want to follow the really DevOps model, you want to experience that, you have to go for the OpsWorks. But when you want the larger support of the applications and just want to follow this template model, you can go for the CloudFormation. Comparing these two, Elastic Beanstalk is optimized for the common web application and web service patterns. So while OpsWorks supports a wide variety of architecture patterns, so it's not only for the web application. It can be anything. It can be your normal batch processing. It can be anything. OpsWorks will work for that, while Elastic Beanstalk works for the web application only. Comparing OpsWorks and CloudFormation again, OpsWorks employs an application management model. So it's based on the DevOps, on concept of such as stacks and layers. It will be following these stacks and layers models, and then based on that it will be following this application management model. And so it will be providing an integrated experience for like deployment, monitoring, everything. It will be you would be defining a different layers over there and defining everything there. Here it does not follow any model at all. You just define a template and start using this. So what is the, again, if you just ask in a one or two languages, or what is the use case for what, or what should I use when? In this scenario, when you want to use easy to use service for building web applications, or just where it will be everything is managed by Amazon, you should go for the Elastic Beanstalk. If you want to get some DevOps kind of a model, you want to get a powerful end-to-end platform which will be following something model over there, you should go for the OpsWorks. And comparing that, if you just want to make a building blocks where you just say, okay, create an application, launch and configure this application, do this kind of scenario, just the blocks you want to make it, you should go for the CloudFormation. In the case where you want to do everything on your own, you don't want to do any scripting, you don't want to let Amazon manage everything, then forget all three. You create your own instance, launch application, configure application over there, everything you do on your own using the EC2. So that's the difference between all four.